Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So today we want to discuss a few additional rules regarding the possessive phrase. Okay. Now, two things. One, we're going to discuss. We have multiple mudaf ilay. So you have what? Multiple mudaf ilay, more than one mudaf ilay. And the second thing we discuss towards the end is when the muthanna and the jam' mudhakkar salim, when they become mudaf, what happens? Okay. So the first thing here is we have here. Let's say, for example, let's start off here. Let's take this. Let's say we have Baytu Hamidin. What's tarkiba Baytu Hamidin? Bayt is going to be mudaf, and Hamidin becomes mudafun ilay. Hamid's house. But what if we want to give a bit more detail? The house of the mother of the friend of Hamid, or Hamid's friend's mother's house. So we have the first word is mudaf, the last word always is mudaf ilay. Then this also becomes what? These also in between become mudaf ilay. This becomes mudaf ilay. So you have one mudaf and you have multiple mudaf ilay. That's what we're discussing here. Multiple mudaf ilay. Now how do you translate this? In one of two ways. Apostrophe S, this can get a bit difficult sometimes. Hamid's friend's mother's house. Sometimes it works, sometimes it gets a bit difficult. Sometimes it's easier to use the word of. So when you use of, which way do you go? You go this way. So you go the Arabic way. The house of the friend of the house of the mother of the friend of Hamid. If you use apostrophe S, you have to go this way. Are you following? That makes sense? Now look here, Tarkib is like this. Bayt, mudaf, mudaf ilay, and mudaf ilay. Yes? But one thing you have to keep in mind is that the middle one, this is a pure mudaf, yes? And this is a pure mudaf ilay. Following? The middle one have both elements. You label it as mudaf ilay. What do we label it as? Mudaf ilay. But it also has an element of mudaf. Why? Because it's mudaf to. You get it? And this also is an element of mudaf because it's mudaf to that. So even though you label it as mudaf ilay, it has an element of what inside of it? Mudaf. Therefore, what's the rule of mudaf? No alif lam and no tanween. So then these middle, so this being a pure mudaf, and these having elements of mudaf, they will have what? No alif lam or no tanween. So the rule is, the mudaf will not have alif lam or tanween, or any middle mudaf ilay will not have alif lam or tanween. The ending mudaf ilay can have alif lam or tanween. Do you understand? Does that make sense? Okay. So let's do another example. Okay. So let's say, for example, we have the Masjidu Ahlil Medina. The masjid of the people of Medina al-Munawwara. What happens now? This is mudaf. This is what? Mudaf ilay. And this is also what? Mudaf ilay. But this has an element of what? This has an element of mudaf in it, because it's also kind of mudaf to that word, isn't it? So therefore, no alif lam at the beginning, no tanween at the end. You understand? Got it? So summary is, you can have multiple mudaf ilay, but and obviously all the mudaf ilay will have a kasra, and the middle mudaf ilays have an element of mudaf in them. Therefore, they will not have what? Alif lam or tanween. Does that make sense? You following? You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. When you have a muthanna, for example, ukhtan, what is it? Muthanna, alif nun ukhtun, plural the jewel becomes ukhtan. What we say here is that the noon is a what is the word called? I don't know how to pronounce it properly. It's called quasi or whatever. Quasi, semi, half, almost, wannabe, like, similar. So ukhtan is like a tanween. It's equal to a tanween. Kind of, not always, but kind of. What's the rule of mudaf? Does it have alif lam wa tanween?
No.
What's the rule of muthanna? Will it have noon? No. So if you want to make it a mudaf, you say ukhta Muhammadin. The same way we drop the tanween, we will drop what here? The noon. So ukhta Muhammadin, Muhammad's two sisters. Okay? Same thing here, muallimun. So again, this is a noon equal to or semi-equal to a tanween. Therefore, when you make it the mudaf, what happens now? The noon will drop off. And you have muallimul awlad, the teacher of the children. The teachers of the children. Make sense?
What about when it's mansoob?
When it's what?
Mansoob or majroor?
Then it becomes what? Muallimil awlad. So in pronunciation, his question is, what happens when it's a mansoob state? So what happens? It becomes muallimil awlad. Muallimil awladi. You have here muallimil awladi. So you do a bit, when you pronounce it, you kind of do a little emphasis there. So muallimil awladi. If you say muallimil awlad without any emphasis on the lam, what happens? It sounds like a mufrad, isn't it? Muallimil awlad, same thing. When it's a plural, you do a bit of emphasis on the lam. You say muallimil awladi. So you can tell that what? It's a plural. So you say muallimil awladi.
When it's muthanna, do you say muallimal?
Muallimal. So if it's muthanna, so muallimani, so become muallimal awladi.
When it's, so do you say muallimal awlad when it's mansoob as well?
Yes. Or you can say it two ways. His question is, what if it's dual? So what comes in the Quran in Surah Yusuf? Ya sahibani, ya sahibaini. So ya sahiba yissijni. So when it's like this, you say ya sahiba yissijni. So you say you kasra ya sahiba yissijni. So ya sahiban, sahibain. So sahiba yissijni. So when it's like this, you say sahiba yissijni. Okay? Yes? Understood? Yes? Any questions? سبحان الله بحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك